Hello, welcome to Mr. Macrame. So today's tutorial is turtle. So I'm going to make a 3D turtle here. So for that I have taken a 4 mm twisted macrame cord, which is green, you can see, and I have cut these cords which are 2 meter long. So in the middle I found the middle point of each cord and I have added 14 cord in a straight line, as you can see. So after adding 14 cords, I've taken 2 middle cords and crossed each other, and after crossing I have tied one cord on another using double hitch knot, and then I am tying the rest of 6 cord on each side on each cord. Now after completing this, I will again take 2 cords from the middle and cross each other and tie double hitch knot on each other, and then tie the leftover cords, which will be 5 on both sides. Now keep repeating this process. So here you can see there are 2 cords left for the next part. So this will be the last part of this thing. So I'll be just tying both last two cords on each other, and now these two, which last two cords we have just tied, will be tying 7 cords using double hitch knot. So these are the new cords I'm tying here. As you can see, I've tied the first one. Now I'll be tying 6 more cords similarly, and these cords are 2.5 meters long. And after tying total 7 cord on this side, I'll be also tying 7 cords on the other side as well. I'll be showcasing it on the next part. So here I have tied 6 cord. You can see I'll be tying 1 more cord this side. Probably I've forgotten, and I'll be right now, and I'll be tying 7 cords here. You will see on the other side as well. So here I'm tying 7 cords. The first one is just going. It is similarly, I have used the same way in my most of the product I tie. If I'm adding a new cord, I usually use this method to add new cord, which is using double hitch knot to add another cord, as you can see. So you simply have to hold the cord in the beginning, and this is the perfect tying method, which has helped me in throughout my this macrame journey. So here I have done 7 cords on both sides, as you can see. So here I am trying to just make the next or first 2 sides from the part. Here it is not going to be the same method, as I said, because we don't want this pointy thing on the sides. I want flat side. So for that I have to change my method a little bit, which I'll be talking through. So as you can see, I've taken the first cord and tying the rest 6 cords from the last part on it. There we go. Now we've done. Now I'm taking 2 cords from the middle, just like in the beginning, and tied on each other. Now I am tying the rest cords on it. So I will be, so as you can see, there are 5 cords left, but I will not be tying all 5. I will be just leaving 1 cord on the side. This I have tied by mistaken, but you will see at the end that I have not tied. I had to leave to make it flat. I have to leave 1 cord on every step untied. So simply I wanted to make both just these sides flat, which does not look more flat, as you can see. So to fix it, what I did, I untied from the second cord, from the second line, as you can see, which I am making right now. On the other side as well, I tied all 5 cords, which was a mistake. So I had to take out or you can say untie 1 cord and just tie 4 cords on the second line. As you can see, this looks a bit flat. However, I found out that the last middle cord shouldn't be a full double hitch knot, so I made it half hitch knot. And now on the other side as well, I'm just removing one cord from each line, which opposite one. So what we will be doing, we will be starting from the middle two cords. So you can see on each side there is a one extra cord which is untied. That's what I'm trying to showcase on the sides. Now on the opposite side of the pointy bit, you can see I've taken two cords and tied double hitch knot on each other, and then I'm taking two other cords from each side and tying double hitch knot with one cord which was tied last. And now you have two cords to tie double hitch knot from both sides. Now take another next two cords from both sides and tie double hitch knots with these two cords. So to keep doing until the end. So you will have at the end, you will have the same pointy bits and the same shape as you can see on the opposite side. So here we have the complete side. Now what am I going to do is I've taken a golden cord, which is a twisted macrame golden cord. It is not cotton, so it was really difficult to tie knots with it. However, if you have anything like that, please use the hand gloves. So here as you can see, I have tied that golden cord using double hitch knot, and I will keep tying this one knot similarly, as you can see, around this shape. So on every knot. However, on the side, as you remember, we have left some cords, so I will not be tying the cords which were left, which were not tied. So simply just use 7 cords on both side. As you can see, these, yeah, here I've only used 7 cord and I've not used the leftover cords which were just under there. I'm not cutting them because I'll be using them after this on the other side. So it's better, it's easy to use, so that you, next when you're tying or adding new cords, it's better that you leave some cords and then use them later and not cut them simply. So here, if you can see again on the other side also, I'm using just 7 cords and leaving the rest cord on this under there, so to give this hexagon shape. So here I have completed and I'm now trying to tie both end on each other and cut this cord, or you can leave it similarly like this, because I'll be tying some more golden golden cord on the sides, which I'll show you later. Now I'm trying to I'll be making one block on each side of the hexagon. So I'll be using 7 cords from the hexagon for each block. So as you can see here, so basically on all 6 sides I'll be making one block. To make that one block, I'm taking another 3-meter cord, as you can see. So I'm again tying double hitch knot using that new cord here on all the 7 cords which I'll be using to one block. So on the first line we're simply tying a double hitch knot with the new cords. I'll be adding similarly 4 new cords as we are doing the first one. So here I have completed all tying with the new cords on all 7 cords. So again I'm taking a new cord of 3 meter as I did in the beginning, and then finding the middle point and tying on the first cord. So I'll be tying now on the first 3 cords, and then I'll be adding one new cord to expand this block, which I'll be showing in a minute. So here I'm doing on the third one. So after that I am trying to add a new cord here. So to do that, here I've taken 2.5 meter cord, and then I'm going to pin it down using a pin here, and then pin the pin it where you want to add. So simply I'm just pinning it down under the middle cord. So and then one side of the new cord I am tying double hitch knot, and then I'm tying a double hitch knot on the main cord which was already in there, and then the other half of the new pinned knot I'm tying now. So this is the way how I add my new cord on any project when I have to do in this way. Now there are 3 cords left on this side, and just simply tie and complete this line, and then similarly I'll be doing the same thing on the rest 2 more lines. So I'll be making 2 more lines, and I'll be adding one new cord on each line in the middle using the same method. Here you can see on the third line again, on the middle point I'm adding another cord, similarly as I did in the first. Here I am starting fourth cord. So for the fourth cord as well, I will be adding one more cord in the middle, a new cord, so that the block, it looks like as turtle shell. It is a bit spread out. So here you can say it is, I'm completing the last line, so that's how we will finish one block, and then I will be working on the next block. So before working on the next block, I will be using these same 4 cords on either side. So as you can see, we have some cords left on both sides, so we'll be using these cords on each side. So if I'm working on the left hand side block, then I'll be using the left hand side cords, because we want them to be all together as it's added on it. So we don't want these cords as separated. However, we've done like this because we want to separate them using the golden cord. So I'll be tying the one double hitch knot on all 4 cord on both side, as there is a partition. So here I'm using the golden cord and tying a double hitch knot on all 4 cords, and then I will be using these 4 cords to make another side block. However, these cords might not be enough, so whenever you have less, just tie using simple knot on a new cord in it. Here you can see I have completed I've tied the golden cord on first cord, and then I started tying double hitch knot, and it is going to be the same block as we did. So on the first line we will be just tying a double hitch knot on the 7 cords, no adding or reducing any cord on this block, on any block. Simply it is a simple block as we did the first one. And then I'm going to be using the second cord. On the second cord as well, I'll be tying one double hitch knot with the golden one, and then started tying another line. On the another line, as you know that we added one cord in the middle, so we will be doing the same in this side as well. However, on this side, as we know, this is the one side where we left some cords. So on this side, instead of adding, we can simply use those cords on each line. So on the first line, I'll be taking out two cords and from the back, and adding in the same place as in the middle as we did for the last block. So if you can see here, we have tied two extra cords from the back to give the same shape. So I'll keep doing the same thing on each step. So on the first line, no adding. On the second line, two extra cord. On the third line, two extra cord. On the fourth line as well, two extra cord, to give the same shape to this block as well. As it's completed, we are again going to tie the golden cords on the sides to make it look like separated block, and we'll keep doing the same thing around it for all 6 blocks. So here I'm completing the last block. On the last block, as you can see, I have tied 3 lines from one side, and I've tried 1 line from one side. So we just want to make it included, as you can see. And on the first line we had to complete without adding any chords, so which I'm doing it here. And I'll be tying both side chords under there so that we can make it. Yeah, here we go. So our we're adding our new chord on the second line, as you can see. So it is the same process. It's just that we used chords from both sides to make it tied on each other. So I've added similarly 1 chord on second, third, and fourth line, and that's how we're going to complete our last block. And then we will be taking 1 golden cord, and we'll be tying 1 double hitch knot around the whole shape. So as you can see, after finishing this, we will be just tying both side cords like this on the back, so that it is all look like included. And then the rest extra cord which I didn't cut in the last time, I'm just cutting it here because we don't need any cords on this under the shell now anymore. So that's how it looks like from inside. And then, as I said, after finishing the shell, I'll be tying 1 double hitch knot around this whole shape with using this golden cord. So that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, and I will be talking through the next process. So we have completed one golden line around it. Now I'm tying 6-meter cord of green color here on any random cord. Just pick any cord and then start tying one double hitch knot around it, and I'll be giving a little gap between the golden knots and the green knots here, so that we can make it flexible to fold it like this. So here I've completed 3 lines of double hitch knots, and then now I'm on the 4th line. I'm going to reduce 1 cord after each 4 cord and do it around it. Once you complete 1 line doing that, then complete 2 more lines without reducing any cords. So here I am trying to cut the leftover cords, which I did after making 2 more extra lines on that, and then now I'm going to reduce one cord after every 3 cords. And every time we reduce after making one lines, I am going to cut rest of the cords, because we're not needing any leftover cords here. So I'm just gonna simply cut the leftover cords, as you can see here. After each line of reducing cords, we just simply tying one more line without reducing any cords, so make it proper closer. So as you can see, it looks very nice. And here I don't want to, before closing it, I just want to make legs around it. So we're gonna need 4 legs for our turtle. So here I've already added one leg, and I'm gonna show you one leg how to add one, and then add 2 on the front, and then the rest will be the head, and then I'll be completing this hole, the bottom part of the turtle shell. To make legs, I have added cords, which looks for that I have used a plastic needle, and just like this, just like this, I've added 3 more cords. So simply I'll be needing 4 cords here for one leg to start with. Just like this, add 2 more cords, and then we will be starting the leg. So here you can see I have added 4 cords of 1 meter, which looks like this, and then I'll be making a star knot here. And this star knot will be giving a strong base for the leg. So I just need 1 star knot, and then tighten all the cords, and then I'll be using a 2 meter cord to tie the double hitch knot around all these cords. So they are now in 8 in total. So here I've completed this star knot, and then I'll be here I'm adding 1.5 meter cord to tie double hitch knot around this. So as you can see, I am tying double hitch knot towards inside, which will look from outside, it will look like a reverse hitch knot. So simply outside it will come out as a reverse hitch knot. So just keep doing in a circle, make 4 lines of double hitch knot in total. So here what I'm doing on the 5th line, I am only tying double hitch knot on the 4 back cords, which you can see this is the back cord. The outer side cords I will not be tying because I want to fold this the back part. So here it is the equal length as the last leg, so all of the legs are going to be the same. So now as you can see, I am it has 8 cords, so now I've kept them all together, and then I'm tying double hitch knot in both. So there are now 4 because I paired them with the 2 here. Now I'll be tying 3 double hitch knots like this, double hitch knot lines like this. To make the toes. Here it does look like a toe, so I'm just gonna tie 2 more lines similarly. So on the rest 2 lines, as you can see, I am only tying on 1 cord. The rest so they were paired as 2, coupled as 2, but I'm only tying on 1, and I will cut the another pair of it from the other side. So here we have completed the toe, and you can make the rest of leg of the turtle, like left 2 legs of the turtle like this, and cut the cord and glue it with the fabric glue. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.